Hello everybody, what is up? ChiliDude27 here, bringing you my 2-year anniversary special, not just one anymore. So, if you watched last year's anniversary special, you already know how this works. I have my list of different things that I've done in 2013 on the channel, and I'm going to talk about each one of them in detail, and just see how it all holds up, see how my year's worth of efforts have amounted. So first on the list is the Kingdom Hearts 2 finale. Now, this finale was... It was my first real test as a Let's Player, really, because Kingdom Hearts 2 was my heart and soul. It was the one that I put myself into. That was the game that I wanted to do on the channel. That was my main series, I thought. And just the fact that it was over just made me feel so sad, yet so happy at the same time. Because it's a very bittersweet feeling. It's a strange feeling of nostalgia, if you will. Almost like when you're at a place for a really long time, and then you know you have to leave and never return. It's almost like graduating from high school. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna miss this place, but at the same time, good riddance. But, as I've said before many times, Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite video game of all time. I will always love it. It will always be my favorite. I'm going to show my kids this game so that they know what real games are. I'm going to show my grandkids this game so they know what real games are. Just, the feels. The feels you will feel. So, overall, Kingdom Hearts 2, great series. Kind of sad that it's over, but it was really fun while it lasted. So moving on, Twilight Princess finale. This one's more noteworthy, at least in terms of my actual YouTube channel, because this is one that really made my channel explode, so to speak. No, I don't have 16 million subscribers or anything like PewDiePie or friggin' Chuck Conroy or anything like that, but it definitely was my first real taste of recognition. The first episode has around about 1,300 views. That's a lot of people, considering that most of my videos usually get 20. And I really feel like this series it didn't mean as much to me as Kingdom Hearts, because, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game of all time, but Twilight Princess definitely holds a special place in my heart as one of my better Let's Plays. See, it's not only about doing what you love as a Let's Player. I mean, I'll never tell somebody to do something just because it gets views. I'm totally against that. Very against that. And I'm also against cheating YouTube's system by signing up for those friggin', you know, oh, if you pay this much money, 20 people will subscribe to you and they're signed up for a service. Something like that. That's cheating. Okay, everyone who's subscribed to my channel has subscribed because they love my videos and they want to see more. Now, I was getting off topic, but Twilight Princess, yeah, definitely one of my more favorite Zelda games. I love the realistic style of the game itself. Like, there's none of that. It's definitely cartoony in some of its ways, but it kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings, you know? Everything's hyper-realistic and just the epicness, you know? I mean, other Zelda games are epic, but this one is unmatched in that category. I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the werewolf. But, oh, what else is there really to say? I love Twilight Princess. It's the Let's Play that gave my channel most of the recognition that it has now. And, yeah, I hope to do more Zelda games in the future if Nintendo shows a little more support for the Let's Playing community, because come January, things are gonna suck all really bad. And I hope that, things don't go too sour. Now next, Kirby's finale. Kirby was definitely the least. Kirby was definitely the most unprecedented. Not unprecedented. That's the wrong word. Kirby was definitely the least precedented out of all these series, because Kirby, while I did enjoy it, it was just one of those whatever sort of LPs, you know. I did it because I love the game. I did a Let's Play of it. It only lasted for like 14 episodes. But it still took me like a year and a half to do, because I was doing it alongside Kingdom Hearts and Twilight Princess, and I really just didn't care about Kirby. You know, it wasn't until Kingdom Hearts and Twilight Princess were both over that I finally decided to make the last few episodes of Kirby and finish off the series. Because I believe in finishing what you start, and believe me, we'll talk more about that here in a few minutes. But, yeah. I like Kirby, you know. It's a good thing, but it's definitely not... It's not my favorite Let's Play that I've done. Okay, it's probably my least favorite Let's Play. But I love all my Let's Plays, so that's not really saying much. And nobody really watched this one. Nobody. Nobody watched Kirby, which is surprising, because I thought people liked Kirby, but whatever. I did the Let's Play, maybe somebody will watch it in the future, but I'm not exactly too torn up about it right now. The Super Smash Bros. Brawl Invitational Tournament. Now, this is a bit like the Smash Bros. Thing I did last year with my friend Miguel, but instead, this time I did it with Smash Bros. Brawl, and I did it with my friend Jesse. Now, he came over and we practiced for a couple of rounds and everything. He sucked horribly at the game. The only character that he was real good with was Captain Falcon. You know, and I was like, dude, you should put Captain Falcon on your team. And he was like, I don't know, man. Yeah, and then we selected our teams and blah, 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 and I pressed record and everything. And I think it turned out well. You know, it has a decent amount of views. Like, you know, 20 or 30, something like that. And, well, there's not really much else to say. It was just kind of a fun little Smash Bros. Thing I did with a friend of mine, and it's not really... doesn't really hold up very well, but hey, what are you gonna do? It's just a random little thing. However, something that does fascinate me is that after the tournament was over, after the video was finished recording and everything like that, we played more Smash Bros. And he destroyed me. I don't know how he did this. But he did, so I don't even know. Luigi's Mansion Versus. This is my favorite thing that I did on my channel this year. Holy crap. I loved doing this. I mean, for those of you who, you know, watch the actual Versus channel and, you know, all the big Let's Players who do Versus, you guys, oh my god, if you don't do it, you are so missing out. It's like the funnest thing in the world. So, okay. I'm not going to make a whole video explaining this, but here's the process in its most simplistic terms. You have two dudes, two people, sitting at their computers. We run Skype while we're recording the video gameplay and our commentary as we normally would, but we have headphones in so we can hear each other, but the microphones can't. And then he sends me his half, like without my voice in it, completely edited together so that all the audio commentary is in sync. And then I sync it with mine and overlay it on the video. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. And if you guys, like I said, you guys need to do it. It's really fun. They came up with a very good system. But as far as the actual Versus itself goes, still kind of new to it. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I must say that it was a pretty close race all the way up until the very end. When David died on the Bowser boss fight, that just kind of took away all the edge. Because I do still believe to this day that had he not died, and had he done a little better on the Bowser boss fight, he could have won. He could have won. If really he wanted to. Because it was clear that I had him beat as far as money went, but he could have gotten better pearls on the boss fight, and he could have... There's other things he could have done to win. Also, I have a feeling that I'm going to lose versus Bridget. Because all we have left to record is the finale, and I'm kind of behind. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion Versus with Obi-Wan 362. I actually came up to him with this idea, and I said, hey man, no, I sent out a mass inbox message to a bunch of my Let's Player friends. Blazefer, Rage Power Gamer, Unknown Shy Guy, and Obi-Wan 362. And 3 out of 4 of them responded. Rage Power Gamer, he was originally the guy I was going to do Versus with, and we were going to do a Versus of Mario Sunshine. But some stuff came up in his life, and we weren't able to. But we may still do a Versus again someday. We have other ideas that we're working at, and maybe those ideas will come to fruition. Now, then David came up to me. He was the second to respond, and he said, yeah, sure, man, let's pick out a game. And we were both, and I was like, you want to do Luigi's Mansion? I mean, you did a Let's Play on it, so you should have a pretty good chance of winning. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I know I'm not good at it, but let's try. And yeah, the third one was Blazefur, which brings me to my next topic, Sly Cooper versus. This is actually not going on my channel. This is going on Blazefur's channel. Go check it out. Links in the description. Yeah, it's pretty much the same concept as Luigi's Mansion, only it's with Sly Cooper. It's a more simplistic game. It's going to last about 10 episodes, and the finale hopefully will be up in probably a couple of months, because we have everything recorded except for the finale, so I don't know. But yeah, go check it out. She's a really good Let's Player. I would say she's a good friend of mine. I mean, I don't know if she would say the same about me, but I suppose. So, next up, The Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning. This is one game that I've wanted to do since the very start of this channel. I love this game to death. I mean, I never played the original Spyro games like when I was a kid, you know, when they were popular, so I was like, oh, okay. But I had heard of Spyro, and I'd played some of them over at a friend's house and everything. Like, I remember commercials for The Legend of... No, not The Legend of Spyro. Spyro and the Crash and Spyro, like, they were in each other's games, which was weird. But it was awesome. I don't understand it, but heck, I'm not complaining. But yeah, so I grew up hearing about Spyro and how great the games were, and so in 2007, I see commercials on TV for this new game, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Spyro! It's on PS2! And so went to Walmart and picked it up along with Crash Bandicoot, Crash of the Titans, and it was mind blowing. It was so epic, and everything in the world was really immersive too. Like, you know, you really felt like you were Spyro, like you could save the world. And I know it bears a striking resemblance to Avatar. I've already talked about that in the videos. But yeah, Spyro mastering the 4 elements, trying to take down basically the Fire Lord because of the tyranny she's laying over the various countries. It's just weird. But, yeah, Legend of Spyro. This is one that I will continue doing until it's finished because I love this game, and from the looks of it, you guys are enjoying it too. So, long live Spyro. Now, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but, I've kind of discontinued this one for a few different reasons. One, this game is freaking long as all heck, okay? It would probably take me like 50 or 60 episodes to do. Not that Kingdom Hearts isn't long, but it's definitely, it's more enjoyable, I'll say that, okay? Kingdom Hearts is much more energetic than Pokemon. Reason number 2, Nintendo does not support Let's Players, as I've said before. Their copyright stuff is bullcrap, and I don't know. They don't understand U.S. law. Fair Use Act. Yeah, the Fair Use Act passed in the Copyright Act of 1973. Look it up. Number 3, those videos take a lot of effort to make, and given that pretty much nobody is watching them, that doesn't justify my efforts in any way. You know, I'll go back to saying it. Don't do stuff for the views, but if you're going to be putting in that much effort, you better hope that people enjoy what you're doing to make it worth it. Okay? It's not because I'm worried about my amount of views. I'm worried about, yeah, nobody seems to be enjoying it, so I might as well just not even do it, because I'm not enjoying it anymore. It's too much work, you know? It's not fun anymore. Which brings me to my next one. Kingdom Hearts, the original. Now, by this point, only 1 or 2 episodes are actually up, but, I am really liking this, and I think you guys will too, as far as, because right now, when I'm recording this, the first episode is actually rendering, and I think you guys will really enjoy it, because a lot of people asked me about this, when I'm going to do the first game, and I kept telling them, yes, I'm going to do it at some point, I don't know when. And given that I need a new series to replace Pokemon, it just seemed to have fit perfectly. You know, Kingdom Hearts is a series that's very dear to me. I've always enjoyed it. I want to play every game in the series. There's a few that I haven't played. 358 Days Over 2, Birth by Sleep, and Coded. But here, let me Okay, let me tell you the story real quick again. The first Kingdom Hearts game I ever played was Chain of Memories. And it almost ruined my entire recollection of the series because it was the first Kingdom Hearts game I ever played, and I thought that all the games had that dumb card system. Oh my gosh. So I got through Traverse Town, the cards and everything. I beat Axel, everything like that. I went to the first world door, and I was like, okay, let's pick a world. So I picked Monstro the Whale, couldn't do that. I picked Alice in Wonderland, couldn't do that. I picked all the worlds, all the different worlds, and once I had tried all of them, tried my very hardest to beat them, I gave up. Like, I was in Halloween Town, and I was fighting Oogie Boogie, and the only card it would give me back when I ran out of cards was the power to wish for more cards. So I was dead in the water, and I was stupid. And granted, it's kind of my fault for spamming the combo attacks, but, you know, whatever. This brings me to my last big thing. This last big thing for 2013. Now, it actually hasn't happened yet, but it's definitely going to in 2014, and I've already announced it, so I might as well talk about it. Mario Galaxy Versus. This one I'm really excited for because not only is Mario Galaxy, not only would it take like 20 or so episodes, so it could be a long-standing, long-running thing, but I know that people would love it. Because if you've seen Luigi's Mansion, you know that David and I, when we co-commentate, we're foils for each other. It works really well. Not that Bridget's a bad commentator or that we don't work well together, but there's just something special when I commentate with David. It's like John and Emil. It just clicks like that. And I know that it might seem weird, just like, hey, why are you doing Mario Galaxy? Versus already did that. Why don't you do a new game? I had some other ideas, but none of those worked for David, so yeah. But eventually it's gonna happen, so just sit tight someday. But yeah, that's everything that happened in the year of 2014, Chili Dude 27. So, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. What else is there to say? I mean, you know what? Yes, there is something to say. Thank you, everyone. Each and every one of you who ever watched my videos, or gave them a like, or left a comment, or subscribed to my channel. Thank you, each and every one, for continuing to make my channel what it is. Hope you all have a good 2014 and good New Year's. I've been ChiliDude27, saying have fun and game on.